Hey guys, it's George. Welcome to today's video. Today is my top 20 songs of 2021. Basically, I just want to film a super chilled video, enjoy a glass of wine with you, and fanboy over my favorite songs of the year. And this isn't a list like ranking people saying who I think is best. It's just the songs that I've had on repeat that I'm obsessed with, and I will continue being obsessed with going in 2022. This year's gone too quick. So we're gonna start at number 20 and work our way forwards. And of course, I'm gonna talk about why I love the song, cover off the fashion, the aesthetics. After all, that's what this channel is all about. So it's gonna be full of good shit. It's gonna be a long one. So grab a wine. If you're not old enough, don't grab a wine. So pause the video here, get wine, a tea, a coffee, a drink that's maybe more appropriate for the time of day or when you're watching this, get a snack, and let's jump into spot number 20. So that's right, we're kicking off number 20 with Hwasa, I'm a Bee. It's just a bad bitch anthem, and I feel that anything Hwasa releases is just, it's such a vibe. I love what she stands for as a solo artist, and when she talks about beauty standards, creating your own, the fact that she owns her shit. She does not give a fuck. And my favorite line in this song is when she talks about wearing no bra. That infamous airport outfit, which I don't see the problem with. It's just how she looks down and she's like, I love it. And then this is the best styling, the best aesthetics in any Hwasa MV. That red, beautiful dress with the red heels, the sleeves, the way the sheer fabric has been ruched to give it enough density to cover that zebra look on the black and the white floor. This fashion in this MV is the best we've seen on Hwasa so far. Also, I'm really curious as to why the second thing when you search Hwasa in YouTube, it's Hwasa eating. Someone please tell me in the comments. Moving on to spot number 19. Spot number 19 belongs to Somi Dum Dum. This was my first time ever reacting to Somi, ever listening to a Somi track, and I just love how catchy it is. I love the message of the song. I love how whimsical and fun the MV is. But I love how the styling is so stylized, and even though we're giving this like high school vibe, it still has this like grungy edge to it. That plaid look when she's in the canteen, the way it drapes and falls, it has that westward vibe to it, but then it's still giving us that like schoolgirl kind of vibe, do you know? Somi does not give a fuck in this MV, and as catchy as this song is, it's the choreo as well. The dance on like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, the Shorts Challenge, it was one of my favorites to watch. It was so good, and every time I listen to a song, I can't help but just, you know, run the fingers. How can you not? It's just fun, and it's done perfectly. Spot number 18 belongs to 17, and I had such a hard time picking between two songs because I love them so much, but I had to go for this one.
All I wanna do is run away, 'cause you are my escape, babe. 너만 준비가 되어 있으면 돼. I'm ready to love, 내게 말해줘. Can we stay together? Can we stay together? I'm up for the love for you. 내 맘을 네 곁에 forever, 네 곁에 forever.
It was a real toss-up between Ready to Love or Rock With You, but I had to go with Ready to Love. This song came out in June, and it was just the perfect summer song, from the vibe of the song, the story of the song, the styling. It was just the perfect summer song. And what I really loved is how this comeback, the song was all about like falling in love and, you know, that like summer fling. And then I felt like Rock With You, the next comeback, it was like the breakup, the end of the summer fling. So the concept just worked perfectly for me. What I really like about this song is how I feel like it builds really beautifully to the chorus, and then the chorus is just, it slaps. It's the best part of the song. I mean, you know, as it should be. And then when it comes to the styling, I like how the set really ties into the styling. There's lots of pastels in the set, in the styling. We've got the pastel balloons, the pastel flowers, and we've got the school bus. And what I really like about this video and 17's styling in general, there's just always this really cool, like cool guy, casual vibe to it. And that's definitely apparent in Ready to Love. The A is my bias, and I just love that dance scene with all of the pastels. It's shot at night and he's in the long pink coat. It's just, don't be extra, but be extra. I'm here for it. I love it. That's why I love the 8. We obviously need to talk about the fact that the MV ends with the scene of them all dancing in the rain. Or I don't think it's the rain actually, I think it's like they've burst open one like a fire hydrant or something, but choreo in water / rain, it's just so dramatic. I'm fucking here for it, and it was just the perfect way to finish off this MV. Spot number 17 belongs to a new comeback. This was very, very recent. I did react to it in my November recap along with Hwasa, I'm a Bee, and it was just on repeat the whole time. When I was like walking from the train station, it would be on. I even learned a little bit of the choreo because I was just so obsessed with it. And it is, of course, Everglow Pirate.
Cause I'm a pirate, yeah, yeah, a pirate, yeah, yeah, a pirate, yeah, yeah. Now let me introduce myself.
What I love about this song is, first of all, it made me want to go clubbing, and it takes a lot to make me want to go clubbing, and this song done it. I was like, get me to the club, put this song on. What I love about this song is how it's a completely different vibe for Everglow from Dun Dun, La Di Da, from First, but I feel like they've taken elements from all of those songs and put it into one. It's got the really upbeat, like Dun Dun, La Di Da element, and they've pulled through that voguing choreography from La Di Da into Pirate, but then it's got that like swaggy bad bitch energy from First. So good. Such a great combination. And I love the fashion in this, especially the looks that are very juxtaposing, like Onda's look, where she's giving us that like Final Fantasy bad bitch vibe with that pink dress, the feathers, the metallic fabric, the boots, the tiara, the sword, and how it really contrasts against that yellow hair. And each member has these individual shots where they have this really beautiful juxtaposing outfit, and like they're pulling like the weapons through and it's juxtaposing. It's these very like soft gowns. It's just, you know, I like juxtaposing things. And there was a comment literally like, how many times has George said juxtaposing in this reaction? I'm like, no lies told here. Another thing I loved about the song is that I found it extremely nostalgic. It kind of gave me that like Britney Spears To the World End vibes, and I believe that came out in 2011, like 10 years ago, and that's when I was first starting to go clubbing. So it just pulled me back to that. Maybe that's why this song made me want to go clubbing, because it was giving me that vibe. But just such a sick upbeat song, and all of the combinations of Dun Dun, La Di Da, First coming together in one with the voguing choreo. You are speaking to me. Spot number 16 belongs to a song that has a really sick 80s synth pop vibe to it, and the styling, impeccable.
Don't need that. It's a bad love. Don't need
So That's right, spot number 16 belongs to Key, Bad Love. I can't even tell you how much I've had this song on repeat. It's just the upbeat 80s synth pop vibe to it, and the styling in this MV is just everything. The opening look, all red, the oversized shoulders, the taping coming down from the sweater, how it's got that kind of corset vibe to the trousers coming down to the Nike Jordans, Dunks, not the best of sneakers, okay? It's just fucking sick, and Key always seems to be giving me an amazing all red look. I see you. I see you. And then the cowboy look in that white and grey marble of the black leather, the boots, the gloves. And then we get to the set where he's on the TV show and it's giving us the Joker kind of vibes. I know people didn't want us to make that reference, but that's what it was giving. And he's got like the vinyl burgundy suit with those green Prada gloves with the big triangle logo on them. The styling is just flawless. Flawless. Another thing that I really love in this MV when it comes to the styling is how every single look he has a different hairstyle, and my favorite one is when he's giving us this kind of like low-key nod to that famous Flock of Seagulls haircut. So good, it's so beaut. He just looks incredible in every single look, in every single scene, with every single hairstyle, and then you're gonna slap me on top with an incredible fucking song.
Back in the game, son. Why should I change it? I'm a maverick. I'm a maverick. Don't be a chaser. 장악의 city of night. I'm a maverick. I'm a maverick.
Spot number 15 belongs to the boys, Maverick. Again, another song I had on repeat. Like, repeat. Fully went on Spotify, tapped it, tapped the loop until it come up with the one. Again. It's just such a powerful song and it makes you feel so powerful. It is a great one to walk along the street to. You want to be strutting it down the street. It's a great one for the gym. If you want to feel powerful, just put this song on, and every time it gets to the chorus, I just think of the insane choreo. And watching them dance, it's wild. They're so in sync. Every movement is so strong, and I'm just like, how? And then when it comes to the MV, I just love the concept of a take on Battle Royale. They're all against each other. It's a bit sick, it's a bit twisted, it's a bit graphic. And the styling works perfectly with it. We've got the school uniform kind of vibe coming through with a sporty twist, all of the armored vests, and they're like going in on each other. It's really intense, but it's such a sick MV and it's such a sick concept. I just think this would have been such a fun one to film as well. Like, can you imagine like just being taped to a chair for a scene? Like, it would have been so funny. I mean, I would have found it funny anyway. My favorite part of the song though has to be when they drop to a whisper right before the chorus, especially when you're wearing headphones, because it just goes right through you and you're like, oh, here it comes, the chorus. And then the chorus fucking slaps you in the face. The levels. It's fucking great. Spot number 14, we're moving on to another incredible boy band, and when I reacted to this, I was like,
I'm not really sure. It's just such a different vibe for them. It might be a grower, but we'll see.
내 옆에 너 꼭 붙어 있어봐. Like a sticker. 내 작품의 주인공은 너니까. Like a sticker.
So obviously I'm talking about NCT 127, and bitch, this was a grower. They must have heard me during my reaction when I was like,
I'm not really sure. It's just such a different vibe for them. Will it be a grower?
They were like, okay, we're gonna show this little bitch that is a grower. And they did. Again, another song on repeat. The more I listened to it, the more I fell in love with it, and I loved the MV so much. And I like the fact that it's a completely different vibe for NCT, because it's just such a varied group. They always have such different songs, and every time it's a vibe. Every time the styling slaps, and this one was no different. I believe in my reaction I said it was like Las Vegas on steroids, and it really fucking was. Like the cowboy looks in the start with Taeyong and Jaehyun, and they're like fully embellished, the flames, so iconic. And then the black and the white looks, the leather, all the different cuts, like it's just so good. The hat that Mark flings out the window with all the diamantes on, it slaps. And then the song, it slaps. It just needed that time to grow on me, and it did. My favorite part of the song is this part of the song.
Baba, let's go, let's go. Roll up to the party, roll up, roll up. Roll up to the party, roll up, roll up. Roll up to the party, roll up, roll up to the party. Roll up to the party, roll up, roll up, yeah.
It's just always stuck in my fucking head, and every time I listen to the song, I just can't wait for this part of it. And when you see them perform it live in the MV, when they do like this, like S move, so fucking good. That's what I think of whenever I listen to this song and it gets to this point, like the... Anyway, let's move on to spot number 13, and this is a sexy, sexy vibe, a sexy, sexy song by a sexy, sexy man.
Pretty girl, you like peaches. Soft하게 감싸. 입안 가득 번진 sweetness. Feels good to be a bad guy.
Kai Peaches was a recent comeback, and it's Kai. Kai gets me every time. Kai with that was a sexy vibe. Peaches is a different kind of sexy vibe. Peaches is like he's in love with you, sexy vibe. And the MV, the aesthetics, so beautiful, and the fact it works with the song so perfectly. And when dropped and that first mini album came out, I was obsessed, listening on repeat. And for Kai to drop another mini album that I'll sit and listen to on repeat, never skipping a song, it just says huge things. The styling of this MV just absolutely fucking floored me. All of the traditional hanbok in it, stunning. And it really worked with the sets, the colors. Everything was so considered. My favorite look was the gray hanbok with the hat, and when it goes to a silhouette and you can see the silhouette of the outfit, the hat, the way he moves in it, it's just perfection. It's so fucking satisfying to watch because it is so visually pleasing. And then the song on top, and then also the layer that, you know, it's just a massive innuendo. Some of the lyrics anyway. Yes. Spot number 12. We were obviously going to have a BTS song in here at some point. That's right, spot number 12 is Coldplay x BTS My Universe. It's just such a fucking feel-good song, and the same with the MV. It's a feel-good MV, and I had such a good time reviewing that MV. Absolutely devastated that YouTube blocked it. Thank you, YouTube. I had that song on repeat when I was in Lisbon. I had it on repeat flying to Lisbon, flying home from Lisbon. So it just holds a lot of good memories for me. And whenever it comes on in my K-pop faves playlist that I always mention in these videos, I'm just obsessed with it. I like will go back. I'll put like the looping repeat on, and I love the fashion in the MV. On BTS, not so much on Coldplay. I think I said that in my reaction if you got the chance to see it, but I love how BTS was styled. I'd not seen styling like that on them before. This dystopian kind of vibe, all of these beautiful earthy tones, the different textures, the different cuts on them, they all looked so beautiful. Especially V, especially Jungkook, like, oh, it was a good one. I also just feel like it's one of those songs, no matter what mood you're in, it's just gonna uplift you. If you're already in a good mood, it's gonna make you in a better mood. If you're in a shit mood, it's gonna pull you out of it. It's just one of those songs for me, and I will always love, love, love that song. Spot number 11, I believe this song, it was my first time reacting to this group, and they're now my most played artist on my Spotify Wrapped for this year. So that speaks volumes, really, doesn't it?
I know it's real, I can feel it. 난 못했던 성인 없이 길이 없었어. 그것도 좋았어. I'm a loser in this game.
Spot number 11 belongs to TXT Love Song, and this song was so nostalgic for me. I loved like the low-key emo vibe to it, like the rock vibe to it. It really reminded me of the music that I used to listen to when I was like 14, 15 years old, when I'll be listening to like Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, All American Rejects, Taking Back Sunday. Like that was the vibe, and this song just has that level of nostalgia to me. It really brings me back to that, but it's just so relevant, contemporary. The MV itself is incredible. The story it tells, the storytelling is great. Also, like the hints of Loser Lover on Taeyeon's cast, like it's so good. It made me obsessed with TXT, my number one artist on Spotify Wrapped. And it's not like I listen to a little bit of music. The minutes are high, girl. The minutes are high. I remember I made a TXT faves playlist, and that was just on repeat for weeks, for months. As I said, the MV, it tells an incredible story from start to finish, and my channel is all about fashion, aesthetics, visuals, and this isn't the most fashionable MV, but the aesthetic is there. It's giving us that vibe. The ripped tops, the ripped jeans, everything is there to give us that nostalgic emo vibe, and I just want to listen to the song now. Okay, so we're now moving into my top 10, and this was hard. This was really hard, but I had to think about the songs that I had on repeat the most, the songs that made me feel the best, and the songs that were a vibe. They just hit you and they just make you feel some type of way. Do you know what I mean? They make you feel powerful, they make you feel happy, they make you feel like confident. Do you know what I mean? The songs that like really gave it to me. So in spot number 10, this is another song that was a massive grower. It was a big slap in the face, like, no, you are going to love me. And that, of course, was Everglow First. The first Everglow songs that I was introduced to were Dun Dun and La Di Da, and I would play those back to back on repeat, fully obsessed. Would watch the dance practices, the live performances, like obsessed. And then when I heard that they were having a comeback, I was so excited. And when I listened to it, I was just like,
what? This isn't Everglow. This is such a different vibe and such a different style and such a different aesthetic. I'm so confused why they do that. Dun Dun so great, La Di Da so great.
And I will tell you, I did not listen to this song for months after it came out. I was just like, no. Just, you know, no. Not gonna give it another chance. And then one day it just came on. You know, like when you play a song on Spotify and then it just moves on to like a radio based on that song? That's what happened. And it kept cropping up and it kept being played. And I was like, what is this song? I've heard it before. What is it? I love it. I looked down, it was like Everglow First. I was like, fuck, okay, let me add this to the K-pop faves. I've been proven wrong. And that's what I mean. It kept cropping up. It was like, you're gonna love me. You are gonna love me. Slap. Slapped. I just love the powerful energy of it. It has such a swaggy, powerful energy, and even the choreo in the MV, exactly the same. It backs it up. like I said, the amount of dance practices, live performances of this song I've watched, because I was just so obsessed with the choreo and the vibe that they were giving, the power. And that's it. I put this song on and I'm just like, yes, let's go. As much as I love this song though, as much as it makes me feel like powerful and full of fucking energy, I do stand by what I said about the styling in my reaction. It did start to get a bit repetitive, but song-wise, an incredible song. Spot number 9, this is another song that just filled me full of energy, made me feel powerful and catchy as fuck. Stray Kids' Thunderous just slapped on so many fucking levels. The song, the MV, the styling, and the MV was that crazy, chaotic Stray Kids usual vibe, but it's like controlled chaos. You see and understand everything that's going on, but there is so much going on. I just love it. The visuals are always so incredibly strong. Thunderous is easily my favorite Stray Kids song of all time. Yeah, I mean, you know, we never know what's coming out, but easily my favorite song of theirs yet. And the styling is just so incredible. The all red looks, the black and the white looks, the different textures, all of the obvious branding. I love that they have all these brands that are literally just like in your face. It's definitely that streetwear vibe. And then the fact that they have the military references, the traditional hanbok references, and then these references pull through into their stage and their red carpet looks. Stray Kids just have such a clear, defined style, which is clear on all aspects, and I just rate that so, so much. In spot number 8, we have another TXT song. What can I say? Top artist of 2021 on my Spotify Wrapped. Of course, they're going to be in here more than once. I love this song so much because, like I said, it's just such a happy, feel-good song, and every time I listen to it, it just makes me want to bounce. You'll see why.
It's just like magic. Feeling your touch, always a rush, no one else has it. It's just like magic. Oh, it's just like magic. Holding me tight, giving me life. Oh, it's magic, magic.
TXT Magic was just another song that really grew on me. I remember listening to the Chaos chapter when it first came out, and it never really vibed with me. I was more there for love song and like anti-romantics, Dear Sputnik, those vibe songs. And then it was just one of those ones that just kept coming on. And I was like, what is this song? And then I watched the dance practice or the performance video where they're on the helipad and the choreography is incredibly bouncy. And then I watched the MV and it was just the same. It was just so sick. And literally every time it comes on, I literally just want it. It just makes me feel bouncy. Even if I'm not actually going to physically bounce, it just makes me feel bouncy. Do you know what I mean? It's just a feel-good song. It's full of energy. And then you watch the video and the video is so whimsical. It's so fun. The styling is really cool and it definitely plays in to this space age vibe. But it's just so fun. Like all the people painted fucking silver. Like, can you imagine being that extra? You're going to be cleaning silver out of your ears for months. How have I just realized now, listening to this song through, like, as I'm filming this video, that it's like fully English? I'm fucking dumb. Am I actually dumb? I'm dumb. Wow. When I listen to this song, I always think of the MV and them doing the very bouncy choreography. And I also love the choreo where, like, a member at the start will start and then two will join in, and it's, do you know what I mean? It's just so satisfying to watch. And I suppose I'm quite a visual person because whenever I listen to a song, I do think back to the MV and I think to the styling or the choreo, that kind of shit. Even looking back at this MV is such a happy, feel-good vibe. And like Love Song, it tells a story from start to finish. And That is something I really, really love about TXT. There's always a story to be told. It's very, very conceptual. Spot number 7 belongs to the group that initially got me into K-pop, Twice. But this song, this comeback was on another level. Twice Perfect World is that it has so much attitude to it. And I feel like it is a completely different message from the usual Twice comebacks we get. They're always about being in love, fancying someone, falling in love, like very sweet, upbeat. And don't get me wrong, I love all of those songs. Twice Fancy is the shit. TT, like alcohol free, like love those songs. But Perfect World, where it was just a different vibe to it, and the styling was also had this different vibe to it. For Twice, I just fell in love with it straight away. Like, who did not have Get Out, Get Lost stuck in their head for months after this came out? I know I did. Every time I listen to this song, I'll be like, Get Out, Get Lost, in my head all day. This is another song that makes you feel powerful, energetic. It makes you walk that little bit faster down the street when it comes on. And you, in your head, I mean, at least I do, I see the all red stage looks, the vintage looks, those nude and black moments, like the grungy 90s vibe. Again, completely different vibe for Twice. And another thing I really loved about this MV is how they'd used really sick sound engineering, like the hill sound effects, all of like the crashing around them as like the stage like collapsed behind them and set on fire. Do you know what I mean? It was just incredibly dramatic, incredibly upbeat. And as I said, when I listen to these songs, that's like what I'm visualizing in my head. I suppose it's like I start daydreaming and thinking of like the MV in my head. So I just rate this so much. Completely different vibe for Twice. The powerful, energetic vibe of the song. I think that's a common thing with things I like. Power, energy, a weird twist to it, attitude. That's what I like, okay? Spot number 6.
We come as one. 저는 한순간 여기 모여 높은 곳에 별을 그리고 우리들만 안에 아주 작은 별 이 세계를 거쳐 우주를 넘어서 영원히 서로를 움직여. We come as one. We come as one. We come as one.
Astro One. How could it not be? This song came out in April and it has been on repeat this whole year. Every time it comes on, it slaps. I am like, Siri, go backwards, play the song again. Tapping backwards, do you know what I mean? I just have to go back and listen to it again. And I love the 90s boy band vibe to it. The chorus, when they break it down to We Come As One, and it has that like NSYNC kind of vibe to it, exactly like how I said my reaction. It just gets me. Again, it has a level of nostalgia, and the styling in this MV, beautiful, perfect. And this was my first time reacting to Astro, and it just slapped, and it has slapped all year. The black and the red looks with all of the different textures, the monochromatic black and white moments, all of the different looks, the different textures again, the use of leathers and paneling. Oh, a dream. And then the purple suits at the end. I never in my life thought I would hype up and fanboy over purple suits so much, but the fact everyone has different textures, different cuts, but it's still this beautiful shade of purple. It's incredibly unique, and the suits aren't wearing any of the members of Astro. They're all working it and giving it to us, and this song will be on repeat in 2022. Their performance at SBS of this, like the rock twist to it, oh my god. We're entering the top 5. I want you to pause this video here and let me know what your top 5 songs of the year has been. I want to see if any of ours match up and what you have been vibing with. Spot number 5 belongs to a group that I've loved their styling, and they've had some incredible comebacks this year. And this song was actually my first time reacting to this group, and I can't even tell you how many times I rewatched this MV. I watched the stage performances. I even made a video reviewing their stage performance looks of this song because I was so obsessed with it. And of course, I'm talking about '80s Fireworks. This song slapped hard. The stage looks slapped hard. The fucking fashion in the MV slapped hard. The whole concept of it, the drama of it, the energy of it. And this is another one of those songs where it starts and it really builds to the chorus and then it drops. And then it builds back to the chorus. And we all know how fucking crazy that chorus is. The choreo in the chorus, wow. I remember watching the studio tune behind the scenes of this, and that's how much I love it. That's telling you right there how much I loved it. I watched the behind the scenes of Studio Tune, and they were all getting ice packs out because they were like, oh, our choreo is so intense, like we need to ice. And I'm like, fuck, like, you are putting on a show. Like when San does that jump, San in the crop top. Come on now. Came out March of this year. So it's almost a year old now, and still every time it comes on, I'm like, yes, yes. Like, spot number 4, this belongs to a group that you have all seen me fanboy over so much this year, more so recently. Probably my favorite girl group right now. Probably will stay there for a long time because I just rate them so much. That's probably given away spot number 4. So I'm just gonna tell you, it is aespa Next Level.
Next level, yeah. 수 같은 나를 느껴 next level. Check it out, check it out, check it out.
Next Level dropped in May, and I was wearing my Misbehave top matching with winter. That was a vibe. That was a moment. I remember that reaction was just priceless. Also, how it took me towards like the end of the MV to realize that. But this song was just like the doors opening for like my fanboying for aespa. I reacted to Black Mamba like maybe like a week or 2 weeks before this came out, and I was already like, this group is insane. And then Next Level dropped, and how the song completely changes vibe halfway through, and then it takes you back to this crazy like powerful energy song, but then in the middle you've got this very kind of like slowed down like R&B vibe. It is literally like 2 separate songs, but it works so well. And SM are not holding back for this group. The visuals every time are insane. The styling, insane every time. And I feel like aespa are unique because they're not afraid to take it there with the styling. And there's so much backlash around aespa. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. I'm so confused. Like when I did that red carpet review and everyone was like, there was so much backlash on these looks. I'm like, why? They were great. Everyone knows this song. Everyone knows this song. Everyone knows this move. It is iconic. I'll probably be fanboying about aespa again in this video, so let's fun. Third place in my top 20 songs belongs to a boy group that I've been fanboying over in every single red carpet video recently. Every single look that they've served up has slapped, and I didn't actually react to this song on my channel. I reacted to them for the first time this year, and I've reacted to 2 of their songs, but not this one. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with this song.
너 때문에 온몸이 타올라 너 때문에 심장이 목말라 like a 밤새도 불꽃이 피어나 like a fever, fever, fever.
In Hype and Fever, I don't know what it is about this song. It's just an incredible song, and this is probably the slowest song on this entire list, but there's just something about it, the way that it flows and the way it comes into the chorus. It's just so satisfying. And the MV as well is incredible. How we start off the looks from Drunk Dazed and they pull through and they're continuing on with that Disney Prince vibe. And then we've got all of the marine Sair, like the PVC trousers and the bright colors, the way it's all layered together, like that streetwear vibe. It really, really works on them. But it's just something about the song. It's so catchy. It's so satisfying to listen to, the way that the song flows. And I'm not usually a slow song type of person. As you can tell, I don't want to know the amount of times I've said energy and power and like feel good in this video. I could listen to this song every day, all day, every day. I'm not going to get bored of it because you just join in. You like sway with the song, especially like the chorus. Do you know what I mean? It's so good. The MV, the fashion in this video, incredible, but the song is just insane. Easily my favorite in Hype and song. Easily. Number 2 is a relatively new comeback actually. This was released in October and it got me. If you saw my reaction, you saw how hard this song got me. This song come out of the screen and got me.
사랑해 또 사랑해 더 지독하게 아프고 싶어 이 운명 속에 거친 눈빛 존재 전부 Girl you're my favorite.
NCT 127 Favourite Vampire. This song had me from the opening hip thrusts. But just the song, without the MV, the song alone, the whistle tones, the fact that it's this like deep love song, but it has this upbeat quality to it, and it's not like a slow like song. Do you know what I mean? There's energy to it. It makes me so fucking happy, this song. Every time I put it on, I just smile. That's what happens. And when it comes to the MV, I love that it has this vampire theme to it. It's a bit twisted. It's a bit strange. But we're singing this like deep, deep love song, and then the styling, don't even get me started. I've always banged on this whole year about how I hate matching looks in groups. It's not the vibe. NCT come for me with these matching looks, because these matching looks are so beautiful, and then all of the performance looks that they've done. I love the choreo as well, especially this part where they're doing, I mean, I'll just put it in, I'm not gonna do it for you. The relay dance, and they did this, are just so fucking good to watch. And how can you not love the part where Gianna's like,
see that, hands down, take that.
Let's move on to the top spot. And I think I already gave it away because I said I'll be fangirling, fanboying, whatever, over this group again in this video. So let's just get into the number 1.
지금 나를 잡아 아니 난 더 savage. Get me now, get me now. 이제 내가 너를 잡아 now. I'm a savage.
aespa Savage is my number 1 spot. Hands down, take that. aespa Savage is easily my top song of 2021. I love the lyrics, I love the choreo, I love the visuals, I love the styling. Again, fanboy mode. I can't tell you how many stage performances I've watched of this song. All of the live performances from the award show, like I'm literally there like clicking through. For me, it's just the energy of all of their songs. It speaks to me, it's strong, it's powerful. I've said that so many times in this video, but it's just the type of songs that I like. And when you watch the MV and you see the lyrics, they're really intense and the song's really intense. And then it drops down to this really kind of like soft R&B moment, and then they pull it back to that intensity. And I just love songs that have like this really kind of like build and drop. And aespa's songs really have that for me. And as I said when I was talking about Next Level, SM really take it there with the visuals, with the aesthetic. The concept behind this group is so strong, and they're not afraid to take it there. It's not all about like, oh, I'm just in a pretty dress. There is a concept and a very strong creative behind everything in these MVs. And there's always just something a little bit weird. Do you know what I mean? Like all of the slime coming through, like the slime at the end that like comes over and like crashes over them. And then even with the songs, the way that the songs change. Do you know what I mean? There's just like something a little bit weird. And I love it. I love. I've honestly had the best time sitting down and filming this video. It's just been so nice to sit and like listen to all of my favorites and like watch some of them back, chill with you, have a glass of wine. It's been fun. So definitely I recommend doing it, even if it's your top 5, your top 10. Just take a moment to yourself to chill and enjoy like your favorite songs of the year. It puts you in a great mood. Please let me know in the comments, if you've not already, your top 5 K-pop songs of 2021. I'll be scrolling through them all. I'm curious to know what is your guys' top 5. What you should do next is go check out my K-pop Fashion Sucks reaction video. I'll leave a card in the top screen here, as well as a link in the description box. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and a massive, honestly, like the biggest thank you to everyone who has subscribed this year. This is my last video of 2021, so I'll see you in 2022. And my goal for YouTube this year was to finish on 10k subscribers, and we're finishing on almost 40,000. It's honestly absolutely insane, and I'm so thankful to each and every one of you who subscribed and is a part of this beautiful community that we're creating. You always leave me such lovely comments. We always have such great conversations in the comments, and you really do engage with the content that I put out, and I'm just so incredibly grateful. So thank you. But yeah, I shall see you in 2022. Have an amazing New Year's Eve. Don't drink too much, don't go too wild, reel it in, behave yourself, don't do anything I wouldn't do. So yeah, until the next one, bye guys.